Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to talk about these patch notes that we just arrived for Mature and Vice. Two luscious looking ladies, and these new characters do look amazing, as well as those skills, as well as those 3 PGs. I saw a lot of great feedback from the previous video that I did make, so let's take a look at it, guys. Let's see what all these patch notes have entailed in them, because there's a lot of good stuff in these things. So when we take a look at the patch notes, guys, we scroll down here, and you can see that Vice is a defense type and Mature is balance. Now we all know that defense, balance, attack, it really doesn't matter which one they are. Characters are going to be super strong no matter what, especially at this point in the game. But these are the colors that they are, and man, both of them look so good. And then you see the artwork for the 3 PGs, which I talked about in the last video, just so gorgeous. Like, they look so sick. Like, look at the look on their faces. I mean, they look sadistic, which is what they're supposed to look like. I mean, Rugal's a happy man right now, and for those of you that have played the original KOF games, you know what I'm talking about. And so then we have the set cards here, the retro look. I love the looks on their faces, along with the Iori, like really cool. And then we see the set card, which is really sick, and again, the artwork is just so gorgeous. I would want to have these cards just for the artwork, but it's going to be enough just to try to get both these girls to A5, especially with the rubies that I have right now. So I'm going to skip along, guys. Well, actually, I want to touch on this real quick. So Dark Gaze is a 3 PG for both of them. They use the same exact 3 PG. And if you notice for Mature, she increases her own critical damage by 25%, which means it looks like she's just going to be a main damage dealer. But when you look at Vice, hers also does increase critical damage of all Orochi clan team members by 25%. So as long as she's with an Orochi clan member, she can be a good support as far as 3 PG. Now, whether or not her skills will actually increase support damage, we'll have to wait and see. But it does give you a little bit of an indication where she might stand. But we have to, again, wait and see what happens, right? And then we have, of course, the summons. We don't really get in that. And then we have a new Ages challenge, where we're going to be going against Colossal Dungeon. Now, this is going to be the first time that we have an Aegis of this type. Usually it's against Alexandrite or Gannis, or just like a specific small boss, where this, they just recently removed this from the game, and now they're re-implementing it and the Aegis challenge. So we'll have to see how this plays out, guys, but you can see that the weaknesses are purple, yellow, and green, and because Vice and Mature are both green and red, they're only going to have advantages in the second 2 phases against this boss. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Now, I'm not going to get into all this reading, guys. We're not going to read all this. We're going to go through this whenever the AG challenge actually shows up in the game. So I'm going to be skipping over this, but you can see the fighters that are going to be available in here. We got quite a few supports in Athena, Long, Shizuru. We have some Yui characters in Ash, Psyche, Kusanagi. Shermie's going to be in here, Jeanette, Lady Guinness, right? So we got a lot of really amazing characters in here. Funny enough, the only males that are in here are Psyche and Ash. Oh, and Kusanagi, right? And then all the rest of them are ladies. Now, here we have a carnival. Now, something I'm really happy about is the fact that they put an EX elemental memory in here. It's a mystery memory, but still, it's an EX memory. And I'm really glad that they did that. And they also kept the shards, which is amazing. This is a much better Ages Challenge Carnival than what we had before. And then we have this event right here, the King of Memory Fighters, right? Where we have 2 identical cards together, we can get a certain reward from this thing. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But they implemented something new in this update with the Prime Memory Conversion System. And this is going to be a way you're going to be able to level up your characters even faster. And I do like it, right? So this is a system that's been added to allow us to use our memories of our UEs, EX, and change of fighters who have achieved a wake of level 50 or higher. So your character has to be level 50 in order to make this work, because they need to be able, you're trying to get prime memory shards, right? And that's the only time they're going to really be available for the characters, when they're actually at level 50. So what they've done is you can actually take a extra memory of a character and you can convert it into a prime memory of the same one. You're going to have to use the exact same memory to get a prime memory for the exact same character. So they show here Lady Guinness, you're using a regular memory, and then you get a Lady Guinness prime memory. So this is actually, you know, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's really something that does kind of cater to whales, but it is nice that people can use these things if they do get extra, because the way it was before, we get extra memories and we would be just screwed. And you can do this for UE memories also. So if you get, you know, you're pulling for 2 characters and 1 banner, if you get extra memories of one of them, you can just go ahead and use that memory to get a prime memory, right? To aid in the advancement of your character. So that's actually really good. I'm really glad that they did that. Now I'm going to scroll down here. And then we have the new Guild Boss Challenge. Now this is the new challenge that we're going to be getting. You can see this guy's all shredded up, right? He's like a modified version of the Colossal Boss Dungeon. And we're using a new source of material. Now the reading is actually really good here as far as the rewards. So I'm not going to get into this right here, guys, but I am going to read the rewards. The rewards of the Guild Boss Challenge have been reorganized. So Guild Boss Challenge Warrior Colossal Rewards is changed to Guild Boss Challenge Red Coins, which are these little coins that I just showed you guys a second ago. And an exchangeable item is added to the Guild Boss Challenge Exchange. You can obtain rewards such as Elemental Purple EX Memory Mystery Box and Lucky Spinners, which aid in getting the stats that you want on Transcended cards. This is actually really, really good. Lucky Spinners and getting an EX Memory Mystery Box is awesome. This is what I actually asked for in a video, and I really didn't think that Netmarble was going to do it, but I'm glad they did. Now all they got to do is give us more your returns of EX characters in our banners. If they do that along with all this other system that's going on, that's really going to help the game. That's really going to be something I think a lot of people would be very, very happy about. You can see the new UI, guys, Guild Guardian. And then we have some new bonuses here. We'll get into that at a later time, later date. And then we have a nice little quality of life here where you have a new junk display function that's been added, and this is pretty cool. So if you get a bunch of extra cards, you can literally click on those cards and you can delete them all at once if they're all matching ones. So that's nice. We also have a new UI change right here for the fighter skill information, which is nice, right? Again, we can get into that in another video, but pretty cool, right? And then we have all these events that are going to be going on. We also have some fighter shops. We want to really get into that. And then we get into the actual events, right? And this is a login event. Nothing really too special here, guys. We got some 10-minute of these. I mean, I wish they said 1 hour instead of 10 minutes, but it's all good, right? I mean, Vice looking lovely, looking awesome. We have the Rush Dungeon, which is awesome. I love that Iori is standing with the other two. That is so sick. And then we have the Rush set, and you can get these 30-minute ones every day to help your progression as far as getting Prime Memory Shards. So that's actually really, really good. And you'll be able to get these tickets for that event where you acquire 2 of the same item and you get a special reward out of it. So that's actually really, really good, right? And of course, we're going to be, acquiring nuts as usual for the Ages Challenge. We have a tower here, and we're only going to be able to use the bizarre versions of Mature and Vice 4, which is to be expected. We've already talked about the Ages Challenge here. And then we have the Carnival, which we already touched on. We have a little puzzle quest thing going on right here. And then we have a nice little bingo where we can get some rubies. We can get some shards for our extra imprint stones. Like, I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with these girls because, boy, they looked really OP, right? And then we have a little dice game. This is actually pretty cool. And you'll be able to acquire your bingo tickets actually by playing in the plug-in plant once every day. And then we scroll down here, and this is that event where you can actually get these from the Rush Dungeon. So that's actually really good. Some free rewards, which is nice. And we'll also get some dice through the mailbox and whenever we're clearing the Rush Dungeon. So we scroll down a little bit more and, we have the event codex, nothing really new or different there. Scroll down a little bit more. We have this little event. It's pretty much typical, same old that we've gotten in the past. And then we have a KOF pass. We'll dive into this in another video, but I will mention that the KOF pass does look like it has an EX Memory Mystery Box in it, which is actually really nice. I'm really glad to see that, but really they should have a UE box in those KOF passes, at least at this point in the game, or a specific EX selector in here instead of a mystery box. That would be a bit more enticing than just having a mystery box for the EX selector or for an EX character, but it is what it is. At least it's better than what it was. And of course, whenever you buy the KOF pass, you have the auto clear feature in the Rush Dungeon, and then, all the little things going on right here. So, like, all in all, guys, like, this is looking pretty damn tight. Like, it's looking like a really, really good update. We have a new Ages Challenge. I don't really get my hopes up too much for that, but we do have the new Guild Boss Challenge where we can get some much better rewards than what we've got in the past. And then, of course, we got the 2 ladies that are becoming with Mature and Vice, which I'm super, super excited for. So, guys, let me know what you think about the patch notes. Let me know if you're going to be pulling for these girls. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody. Take care.